What's up YouTube, this is GroudonEmpire, and today I'm here to show you guys Game 5 of the Pokemon Showdown Wi-Fi Room OU tournament that I participated in. For you guys who are interested in Game 1, 2, 3, and 4, definitely subscribe to the channel and check the channel out. You're going to end up seeing those videos if you're interested in them. This is actually Game 6 of the tournament, semi-finals. However, one of my opponents did end up disconnecting, so I can't upload that because these are all post-game. Now, with all of that stuff out of the way, let's get right into the actual battle. Now, to pick my lead, I was like, okay, usually I just want to see if Mega Beedrill can lead off or not. And the only Pokemon I fear to lead with when I'm leading with Beedrill is the Bisharp. So that means I can actually end up leading with the Beedrill. And if there is a Bisharp, I mean, he's probably going to use knockoff. So if my opponent starts off with the Bisharp, that would be dangerous. But I mean, I still end up starting off with Beedrill, but because I doubt it that he would end up starting off with a Bisharp. But if my opponent does end up starting off with a Bisharp, I would be in huge trouble right from the get-go because he can knock off literally anything on my team, and then if he gets like a boost from Landorus, he's gonna sucker punch me, and then it's disgusting. So hopefully they'll start off with a Bisharp. So I do start off with the Beedrill. He starts off with a Venusaur. So first turn, I wall Venusaur unless it has HP Fire, but even if it does, I can take two, right? So, I mean, I can take one, so before dying to the second one. So I can just Mega Evolve, go for a Poison Jab. So I will end up doing that, as you will end up seeing. A Mega Evolve, you know, Venusaur, Venusaur does not invest in speed, so I'm going to outspeed it before Mega Evolving. And then I can go for a Poison Jab, do damage onto it, and if I'm in death range, I can just U-turn. Now, I do go for a Poison Jab, but he switches out into Heatran. However, my opponent stays in this turn, and I can just go for a Drill Run and one-hit KO it. So this was a bad play on my opponent's part. They should have switched out into something else, but it's whatever. It's a good opportunity for me, actually. My opponent should have actually switched out into Bisharp earlier, but it's whatever. So right now I can just go for a U-turn as he has a Skarmory in, and I can U-turn out into a Magnezone, trap it, and kill it off with the Specs Volt Switch. And the reason I would go for a Volt Switch is so I can go out into something else that, because I can go out into something that is a better, I can go out into something that I can actually, set up rocks with or have initiative, right? So I don't want to go for a Thunderbolt and, he's going to bring a Chansey in, it's going to be disgusting, right? So I end up going out into my Landorus to set up rocks, or I probably end up going on to Starmie. No, I actually end up going on to Talonflame. Interesting. Okay, so my thought process here was I can go out into my Banded Talonflame and U-turn, do good damage to anything, and depending on what my opponent brings out, I can end up going out to Landorus. And if my opponent had a Bisharp out, I can just go for a Brave Bird and a Flare Blitz and kill it off right then and there because I don't fear Stealth Rock. That was my thought process there. So I do end up U-turning. I come out with the Landorus. Intimidate doesn't mean anything. All I'm going to do right now, as you see my opponent soft boiled because they just want to get HP back. I thought they can HP recoil stall me, but that's not going to happen. So I'm going to just go for a Stealth Rock this turn because he's likely going to switch out into something and to take the knockoff. I can just set up my rocks, and that would be a great, fantastic position for me because his Skarmory is down, and I don't have to worry about defogging, him defogging my thing away. And I do have Starmie to get the spikes away if that even matters. And it really doesn't at this point. But I mean, yeah, whatever. So this turn I end up U-turning because I don't want to stay in, give this guy all the HP back in the world. Because I can use the knockoff support later for the Chansey. So I end up going out into Magnezone, U-turning out because I am naturally faster than this thing. And I'm immune to Sludge Bomb. I don't know why I went for a Sludge Bomb. I should have went for a Giga Drain. But maybe he was predicting me to switch out to something. I don't know. But I go for Flash Cannon because it's my best move versus it. And my opponent has to switch out into Chansey for whatever reason. I don't know. They should have switched out into Chansey. But they opt to stay in. I go for a Flash Cannon. And next turn I switch out into Starmie. I probably predict him to switch out into Chansey this turn. And I probably had a correct prediction? Yes. So I predicted my opponent to switch out into Chansey. That's why I went out to Starmie. And this turn I can just Rapid Spin the rocks away. Not rocks, the spikes away. And that way I won't take damage every time I switch in my Beedrill or Magnezone. And that's good. And Weavile as well. So he's just going to kill me off with the Chansey. As I just stay in, I keep on going for Psyshocks because he's Eviolite. So he's going to have a lot of... But he still has lower defense than special defense. So I'll just keep on going for my Life Orb Psyshocks. And he goes for the Seismic Toss. It would have been in my opponent's interest to go for a Soft Boiled this turn. And actually keep on going for Soft Boiled and letting Starmie kill itself. But I mean, that's whatever. It's whatever. Then I go out into Landorus and I go for... Do I go for an Earthquake? Or do I go for a Knockoff? I honestly think I go for an Earthquake. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure I go for an Earthquake predicting a switch into something. No, I go for Knockoff. Okay, that's interesting. So I didn't predict my opponent to switch out. I just stayed in and went for Knockoff because it doesn't matter who goes for, like what he switches out into, because this thing is going to lose its specs or whatever item it has, and it's not going to like attack buff doesn't mean anything because Keldeo is a special attacker. And even if the Venusaur were to come in, I can just U-turn out. Or just Earthquake, or just U-turn out into my Mana Zone, so it wouldn't be a problem. And even if Mana Zone dies, at the range that Venusaur is in, I can pretty much just use my Beedrill to kill it off. Now, my opponent goes for the Calm Mind and then kills me off with the Icy Wind as I hit it twice with Earthquake, but now it's in range of Ice Shard, not that it matters because I'm faster anyway. Fake Out plus Ice Shard, whatever. And none of that really, well, it's probably not in Ice Shard range, but again, none of that matters because I can easily just go out into Mega Beedrill and kill it off with the Poison Jab. Or U-turn, whatever I want. This turn, he goes out into Bisharp. I don't really agree with that, but I guess he really has nothing better to do, right? So I guess that's why he stayed in and went for the Sucker Punch. I guess if he got a crit, he would have killed me, maybe, plus the Life Orb Recoil, I don't know. But I guess this is my opponent's best move, perhaps. But yeah, he ends up going down to a low kick, and the crit does not matter at all because this thing kills Terrakion, alright, and Mamoswine. So to a ×4 effective Bisharp, yeah, it doesn't matter. Even if I was burned, Bisharp would have fainted, so it doesn't matter. Well, I think. I'm not really sure. Most likely, yeah. So this turn I go for Knockoff. It does the most damage, and I'm fast as hell, so I don't have to worry about anything. If there was a Greninja, I wouldn't have to worry about anything. I could just low kick it. So this Chansey comes out. I'm not going to low kick. It doesn't do that much damage. I'm just going to get rid of its Eviolite so I can 1v1 it with the Beedrill. And I don't get... Well, I mean, I 1v1 it with Beedrill anyway because I can eventually Poison Jab it. Actually, no, I wouldn't 1v1 it with Beedrill. So I needed to knock off the Eviolite if I wanted to guarantee victory, and I ended up knocking it off, and I'm in great shape. As you just saw, the Weavile went down, but I'm in great shape to win the game. As the Eviolite is gone, and now I can just Poison Jab, and if he gets poisoned, I can actually Protect and then Poison Jab or whatever. My opponent had no HP left, so it didn't matter. That was a done Chansey, and I think that's the end of this game. This is the end of this game, so Dark Kangaskhan, because Kangaskhan is a monster. We all see my Battlespot single content. Kangaskhan is an absolute beast. And even Battlespot doubles. Actually, in Battlespot singles, Kangaskhan is amazing and all, but like the way Battlespot singles works, Kangaskhan is not, I don't know. But Kangaskhan is #1 usage in Battlespot doubles. Battlespot singles, it's not, for reasons. If you play Battlespot single, you can come up with reasons why it's not #1 usage, alright? But it's the most disgusting Pokemon in the game, and it's a monster. You know, everyone uses it in doubles, like a serious usage amount. But yeah, for all you guys that enjoyed this video, remember to click that like button and support the channel by subscribing, and tell all of your homies and your peoples to come join this empire, because this is these competitive battles I upload, man, I do regular content. You guys would probably love it, especially Battlespot single content, because no one on the English-speaking YouTubes does competitive Battlespot single content. So definitely tell your peoples out if you're interested in that, and just help the channel out. Hope you guys enjoy yourselves, and you check out the finals video that will be uploaded in a while. I don't know when, but definitely subscribe so you know when it's uploaded. I upload regular content. This is GroudonEmpire. Peace out.